I'm not going to say I'm lazy, but I don't have a whole lot of time to be tending to a compost pile and turning it and worried about the exact ratios of greens to browns to nitrogen to carbon and turning it some more and turning it some more and making sure that it's hot enough. I just don't have the time to do all that. So this is called the lazy person's composting system. And if you think you might be interested in it, watch the video and tell me what you think at the end. This is a fun video today. If y'all are gardeners, then y'all know that you need compost. And compost can be expensive. And compost is just made up of kitchen scraps practically and yard waste, like leaves and grass clippings. Anything really can become compost. And we've had a compost pile go in here at our house, and I'll show it to you in a minute. Found a quicker way to do it, and I think y'all need to know how. Sakes alive, I try to get these people on board with me, send them videos of things that they need to watch so they can help me, and come to find out they don't even watch them. So this may take a little bit longer than what I had planned, but I think they'll catch on pretty quick because I'm a good teacher. This is my current compost situation, and we've had this for years, 3 years, I'd say. So there's probably some good compost under the bottom there. But you see, the deal is I come out here all the time with my kitchen scraps and the cucumbers that are too big to do anything with and my eggshells, and I just plop it right on the top. And I don't get around to turning it or scooping it. And so I never really have any completed compost. So this is going to change all that for us. Oh yeah, those are perfect. What I have here are 32-gallon plastic garbage cans in the color black. And we have holes in the bottom so they'll drain. And then we're right there, Noah is putting holes all in the side so air can circulate throughout the container. So yeah, you just continue with that.
Let me do this real quick. Then I get the notepad.
Helping me today, I have Danny and Noah. And they could not wait to get started on this project. They were like, when in the world are we going to get these compost barrels completed? Because they were ready to start some good compost. There's Danny putting the holes all the way down the garbage can. So the material that we put in there will get good aeration. They're working fast. They're working up a storm. We'll be rocking and rolling here in no time at all. What I'm telling you in this little clip is that compost is the natural breakdown of everything, from leaves, greens, grasses, weeds, vegetables, even meats and meat products. But I don't put meat or meat products in my compost pile because of the rodents. Mice, raccoons, things like that would get into it, and we already have a pretty bad raccoon problem around here. So what I'm just saying is I don't put meat in my compost pile. Let me turn it on. This is the beginning of the new composting system that we're going to implement from here on out. We dug a little hole in the composting area. We put the garbage can with the holes in the bottom of the garbage can to allow for drainage. We have the air holes all throughout this composting system, which is a garbage can. Now, what we're going to do, what the boys are going to do, because I'm the director of the project today, what the boys are going to do, that includes you, Danny, y'all are going to shovel all of this compost into the black garbage can. Easy peasy. All right. See, this is practically, it even smells good. I think that this is ready to use, but I'm just not really sure, because you can go ahead and put it in there. We're just going to fill this can up and let it set until the spring, and come out here and turn it every now and then. But we're going to put the lid on it. And by it sitting there over the winter, the black color of the garbage can will absorb heat, so it'll keep it warm in there. And eventually it'll heat up enough to like burn up the weed seeds that are obviously in that compost somewhere, because you don't want to be spreading just weeds in your weed seed in your compost. Really, all you need to compost is a combination of greens, which is like I'm assuming that the green grass clippings are considered greens. I think this is the nitrogen part of the formula. Is it?
Yeah.
I think it is. And then the browns, which would be like your leaves. This is the carbon part of the formula. And you need air, oxygen. It's where the holes come into play. And you need water. And every now and then, we'll have to put a little water on. Anyway, so this, they have, come here and take a look at this, Noah. They have filled this whole garbage can up with the compost that was composting in place from this area. So this one is full. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little of the carbon. And I'm also going to add some grass clippings, just right here on the top. It's plenty wet in there already, so I'm not going to add any more water. And we're going to put the lid on it. And then we'll come out here. I think they said to try to turn it or, work it like every 2 weeks or so. So that's what we'll do, or attempt to do. And I'll keep y'all updated on it. He's making a hole to put the next garbage can in there. And that's going to be the one that I am actively filling. The other one's full. We're going to leave it there until the spring when I need it to plant my gardens, to plant my plants and vegetables and stuff. That's when I'm going to use that. This new one, they're going to put the garbage can in place, and I'm going to actively be putting my things that need to be composted in there. And when it gets full, I'll put, we'll start a third one perhaps. But in this one, we're going to add some of the soil, add some leaves, and we will add greens, and we'll add kitchen waste. And for me, that's eggshells. Somebody said that it takes like a year for the eggshells to break down. But, I'll go ahead and put them in there. What's the harm? Salad greens, vegetable waste, onion peels, coffee grounds. That's a good one. I even put like paper towels, used paper towels, that I've dried my hands. I'll put those in the compost bin. And I always keep a little container outside my kitchen door where I put the compostable stuff from my kitchen, and then I'll make a trip out here to the compost bin area about, 2 or 3 times a week and unload it. This is a salad left over from lunch today. We didn't eat all of it at work, so it's going, oh, put some dirt in there first.
I'll turn them up there.
Okay, that's probably good. Okay, now I'm going to put the vegetables I'm going to layer the leaves and the grass clippings. And this might need a little bit of water because those leaves are kind of dry. And then I'll continue to add my kitchen waste, coffee grounds, vegetable peels, all that kind of good stuff. And then this fall, when the leaves fall, we'll chip those up and add those also. And then it'll be time to get a third container. And we'll start working on our third one. So there's no telling what kind of a good garden I'm going to have next year with all this homegrown compost that is better than any kind of fertilizer that you can buy at the garden center. Danny has some coffee grounds, even the coffee filters, they go straight in there. And this will be fertilizing my plants in the spring. Danny's going to put a couple more scoops of this. That's practically already compost right there. Look at it. It's beautiful. And I'm also never really sure if the weed seeds have been killed off in the compost pile. Look, there's a potato. Don't even show me that. So come spring, we will have at least 2 containers of good compost. And I'm going to get maybe 2 more. Yeah, look at that good. Just to recap, to compost something, you have to have a combination of your greens, which are like your grass clippings, your kitchen scraps, your coffee grounds, all that kind of stuff is considered nitrogen, and that's the greens part. And then you have a browns part, which is dried leaves, like twigs, stems, cardboard, paper, all that stuff is your carbon source. You have to have air or oxygen, and you have to have water. And with those things, it's the microorganisms that get in there and break all that food stuff down and make the good compost. And anything beyond that is above my expertise. My expertise is very little, which is none. I mean, I have no expertise in this at all. But I don't think it's really supposed to be hard. I think that somebody as novice as I am can do this. You just have to have enough space to put a garbage can, pretty much. And you'll have good compost, which will make your plants really, really happy this spring. That's what I'm hoping. So I hope that y'all have found some value and gained some knowledge from this. And you see how quickly that they did it. I mean, I could have done it myself. It would have taken me a little bit longer, but they knocked it out just like that. And we're good to go until I get this one filled. And then I'll have to go get a couple more. And I'll have all kinds of compost to use in the spring, which I'm looking forward to. So y'all go get you some garbage cans and start your own composting. I think that you will be pleased with the results of your homegrown compost.